Thank you. Thank you very much, Teddy. That was such a beautiful introduction. And to all the other members of the Locsin family, to the Philippines Free Press, publishers, personnel, readers, fans, to everyone, happy centennial. No one can do justice to such a venerable institution as the Philippines Free Press in quantifying its 1 century of contribution to national life. To begin with, any privately owned publication who reaches 100 years deserves congratulations enough for surviving in one of the most competitive industries anywhere in the world. What more if in its long and remarkable history, the publication can boast not only of producing so many great Filipino writers, but also of reflecting in its own life the saga of the Philippines itself. The struggles of our nation are interwoven with the work of the Philippines Free Press's people. The publisher who steered it over decades, ensuring its survival against economic and political threats. The editors and writers who made sure it not only gave people the news accurately and in timely fashion each week, but also helped cast the information in an analysis in a manner that, as you've said earlier, inspires and illuminates, in a manner that encourages discernment and inspired action. And of course, as we celebrate the centennial of Philippines Free Press, we cannot do it without paying tribute to the man who did the most in shaping the Philippines Free Press into a magazine that has become so irresistible as a fountain of truth and knowledge, Teodoro Locsin Sr. He was a tireless worker, a brilliant writer, but beyond that, he was a social advocate. He was in the newsroom, but he was beyond the newsroom. He lived as he believed. He advocated, as Teddy said, the noble causes of social justice, democracy, and freedom in every possible way, disregarding the consequences to his own self. He staked his fortune, liberty, and life for causes. He opposed the Japanese invaders. He opposed martial law. In fact, he refused to open his paper, reopen his magazine, until the snap elections were announced. My own personal favorite part of his career, of course, was the one in between these two great historic events. That moment of his career when his life, his mission, as Ted recounted so eloquently, was intertwined with the life mission of my father, President Diosdado Macapagal. Because Teodoro Locsin, next only to freedom, was most concerned with social justice. And among the most important social causes that he advocated was the cause of land reform. And indeed, Teddy recounts the great difficulties of my father in enacting land reform. My father knew that in abolishing tenancy, he would encounter the traditional and formidable opposition of the landlords and powerful interests. And so he was so fortunate to have the support of Teodoro Locsin, the man in the Philippines Free Press who was the most advocate champion of land reform. So realizing that the Senate was in control of the opposition, my father could only count on the most important, most effective countervailing force then, and that was the support of Teodoro Locsin Sr. And so it's propitious for me now to be present at this most important milestone, to represent my late father, because had he been here, he would even be more profuse than I in paying tribute to Teodoro Locsin, one of the finest personifications of Philippine journalism. Why is it propitious today? Not only because of the intertwining of the mission of Teodoro Locsin Sr. and my father, but also because this year, the life of the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Law will lapse in December. And once again, I count on a Locsin in Congress and the Locsins in the free press to champion its extension.